can we talk? The upcoming death battle between Yuji and Denji is coming soon, and I cannot wait to see it. I think we might be throwing in 2D and 3D again, just like how they did it with Rize and Bakugo. I hope I'm right, honestly. But with that exciting news, when it comes to Denji's durability, it can be questionable at times, especially when we're comparing durability to Yuji. That man could take punish. But I will say, looking back at the Chainsaw manga and anime, Denji's pretty fucking durable. He's actually pretty comparable to Yuji at points, like when he set himself on fire, taking a sonic blast from the Bat Devil, or even Rize's destructive ability when it comes to just bombing people, which also helps with even like a small drop of blood that he consumes, he can at least regenerate back pretty easily, seeing how crazy it is specifically in this scene. I say, you know, Denji has a good track record so far. He's also agile as hell. He can keep up with Katana Man, box the avatar of the Gun Devil. He could even swing place to place like a bootleg Spider-Man, with his chainsaws anyway. Well, his chainsaw strings? Fuck. Chainsaw chains, I should say. But that's just base Denji. Everything changes when we talk about Black Chainsaw Man. Or, what do they call it? Or is it Denji Man? He can blitz multiple hybrids at once, and multiple squads of Devil Hunters as well. He could also dodge Angel's light beam when Makima was fighting him, which is, you know, an achievement. And in my opinion, he could also keep up with the War Devil as well, pretty evenly. And I don't see anybody in the power scaling community talk as much of this specific hacks ability that Denji and Pochita has together. Remember that time in that little tree immortal world, I guess? Denji was just like ripping the trees out of their guts and just eating it while regenerating and getting close to the primal devil. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna include that in the death battle as well. Some way, shape, or form anyway. But let's not just talk about Denji. Let's also talk about Yuji. Goddamn left, right, good night. Make a move, cuh. Square up. Itadori is an absolute monster when it comes to combat. We have his physical stats already maxed the fuck out, even as a teenager, moving like the next Usain Bolt, or in general like an actual Olympic athlete and that's just him in base form. Clearly better than Denji would ever have, even as a hybrid in my opinion. We also have abilities like Divergent Fist. We have Cleave and Dismantle, one of the best techniques in JJK. Simple Domain, an actual domain that has a sure hit of soul splitting, like a soul splitting katana, honestly. And as well as being part Death Womb painting, which makes him basically age like an immortal, which basically no aging at all. Oh, right, and he also mastered all of blood manipulation, which is pretty cool. I don't think that's a stretch to say either, because of how cracked he is in Modulo. Oh, sorry, let me clarify one thing. Death Battle is actually using Modulo Yuji, so everything that I just said has been scaled tremendously. Maybe even up to the levels of Sukuna, the GOAT, and also Gojo, and every other special grade in the series, honestly. Well, besides Deborah, but that's another topic that we cannot. Okay, so the thing about this fight specifically, that what I think is gonna matter the most, is definitely hacks versus speed. Hacks definitely goes to Yuji. Well, let me not get ahead of myself. If speed is a big factor, Yuji's gonna have a hard time hitting Denji in general, at least in the Denji Man form, or Red Chainsaw Man. But this is what I picture. Yuji reconsiders his tactics and hits a simple domain. And since he has simple domain, he can at least react to Denji and his speed because if you see that specific part in the Shinjuku showdown with Kusakabe, he just been reacting to Ryomen Sukuna slashes while Sukuna's just having his hands crossed like this. So he can at least predict his moves when in Denji Man or Red Chainsaw Man form. And if that doesn't work, he can use his multiple slashes around him like kind of a barrier. Like what he did to Maito in the rematch. And then if that doesn't work, and Denji Man is making the use of the fact Yuji's running out of curse energy somehow, he could also hit him with the... I completely forgot about that, by the way. Did you know, contrary to popular belief, Yuji actually hit 9 consecutive black flashes instead of the 7 that everyone talks about? I'm telling you, I will count it down with you. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and every time he hits those black flashes, it goes to the power level, well, not power level, what did I say? Well, to the power of 2.5. And it could also restore all of your curse technique and can just keep going with the flow state, which potentially makes you hit even more black flashes in general, while your potential is exponentially raised to 120%. Yuji, if he gets a really good hit on Denji, he will get his Malevolent Shrine technique back. So combining all his stuff together, Denji, in my opinion, might definitely not have a good chance against Yuji, especially modulo Yuji of all people. And Denji isn't regenerating fast enough before all those slashes just kapoof him in a pile of just bloody ash. But those are my thoughts for the upcoming death battle. Please like and subscribe. And also, if you want to see my reaction to the death battle, my reaction channel will be linked right here down in the description. Or you'll see it on the screen too, actually. Tell me about it in the comments section if you agree or disagree. And please, I'm your host Fuyu Ai. Good morning, good evening, good night.